Doc Rich back at it again, baby. And yeah, we got some more drama involving M, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's like a never ending cycle at this point. But if y'all can see these scratches on my bicep right there. Oh yeah, you can see them now. Hey, wrestling with the dog, you know what I'm saying? That's that kind of stuff will happen to you. You know, anybody with some dogs that, you know, play around with them, understand me? Golly. As you can see, it's still red, so it just happened today. I got another one right there. You can kind of see the scar where he scratched the shit out of me. You would think I would have learned my lesson and like started putting on like long sleeves or like hoodies whenever I play around with them, but it's just like spur of the moment, you know what I mean? And it's like I never. Anyway, like, share, comment, and subscribe if you're new. Y'all know what to do. Hold on, let me bring the video up and let's get into it, man. Wow.
I got a correlation. With all of this, with all these accolades he gets from the black community, all this upper echelon shit he do in that black space, what has Eminem done except release that Black Lives Matter bullshit ass album, Rivals? What else? What has he done to benefit the same black culture that he benefits from?
Let's stop it there. First off, we might depending on how long, you know what I'm saying, how much I gotta say, we might have to bust this down into 2 videos. But first off, that whole I need to be given something mentality is kind of whack. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get where he's coming from. I understand where he's coming from. He's like, hey, you know, you take, but you don't want to give. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand where he's coming from. You know, I get it. I don't want to say that, you know what I mean? Like, y'all know, I try to see both sides. You know what I'm saying? As much as I can. I'm not perfect, so of course, you know what I'm saying? You know, sometimes I get so one-sided on some things. You know, I forget to try to look on the other side. I'm not perfect, but I try. You know what I mean? And I understand where he's coming from, but at the same time, it's that type of mentality that keeps people stuck, right? The thinking of, they owe me something. Nobody owes you a fucking thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't, white, black, brown, tall, short, fat, skinny, you know what I'm saying? Man, woman, nobody owes you shit. If you ain't willing to go out and get it, don't expect nobody to give it to you. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I understand where he's coming from, but I just don't like the mentality. You know what I'm saying? Just like somebody owes you something. Like, nah, if they're willing to give it to me, don't get me wrong, sing your boy a care package. You know what I'm saying? You know my slogan. Like, I'm going to take it. I'm going to be happy. I'm going to be thankful. Thank you. Thank you so much. This is greatly appreciated. I needed this. But I'm not going to wait around for it. Like, what you going to do for me? I need that. Like, nah, man, nah. M ain't got to do shit for nobody. Just a fact.
He gave you 50 Cent, G Unit.
I didn't think so. So like I said, I didn't think so. He didn't do nothing. Thanks.
What you mean?
Wow.
What you mean he ain't do nothing?
He didn't do anything. What did he do?
Well,
What
nigga, I just told you. What do you mean? What so what I just said don't hold no merit? 50 Cent G Unit? That's not good?
No, that's not.
So you saying you don't like their music, or what are you saying?
What did you do to benefit the black culture that you eat from? Did you give back? Why are there kids in Detroit where you live? Are the black kids in Detroit where you live? Are they better off because of anything you did?
Man,
no.
Are you saying do he give to charities? Is that what you're asking?
That's what I'm saying.
He give to charities every single year. For sure. I know that person.
You know that. I don't see it.
You know,
he shut that shit down before, because he was about to ask, do you know that for sure? And he was like, I know that personally. End of discussion. I know that personally. I'm saying? But let's see what else he got to say.
He give to charities every single year, for sure. I know that personally.
You know that I don't see it. Where's
Why
the
the fuck you
don't
gotta
have
see it,
to
nigga?
see it.
Yeah, you ain't from
Why do
Detroit.
you
What
need
you
to
gotta
see
see
it?
it for?
That don't mean.
And that's where people got it fucked up too. People have gotten so used to everybody posting shit on social media and all this and that. You know, and don't get me wrong. I like to see those types of videos. It warms my heart to see those types of videos. It really does. You know what I'm saying? Where you see people giving back. You know what I mean? Like, I get it. But at the same time, that's not for everybody. You ain't always got to put it on camera when you giving. And some people do it just to try to show off. Like, hey, yo, I got enough money to give away. Like, what's happening? You're doing that shit for the wrong reasons. You know what I'm saying? Like, give just to give. You ain't got to record it or put it on cam every time you give. You ain't got to do that shit. Nor do you always have to tell somebody. Just because you don't know about it doesn't mean that it's not happening. That's a fact. That's a fact. I've given to homeless people, but y'all would know that. Now y'all do because I just told you, but y'all didn't know that. But that didn't mean that it didn't happen. It doesn't mean that I didn't do something for somebody. Just because y'all don't know about it. It's like the logic of some people. It's just like, bro, if I didn't see it, if it wasn't on camera, it didn't happen. All right, in certain situations, I get that. You know what I'm saying? Like, me and my homies, like when we be talking about like gym goals and you know, like when we used to talk about, I squatted this, or I bench pressed this, or I curled that. Well, did you get it on cam? If you didn't, it didn't happen. Like in that situation, all right, cool. But like in giving, like, fuck out of here. I ain't got to put it on camera. I don't care if you believe me or not. I know that I did it. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man.
There's many black people for Detroit.
Just like Dave Mays and them be talking about he ain't from Detroit. He's very much from Detroit. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all paint anecdotal pictures about somebody that y'all don't even know.
Why are we talking about anybody else other than
when
this?
did you
Like,
first
we
meet
talk about him?
When did you first meet him? Because he's from Missouri and he didn't live.
He was born. I don't need you to tell me that, bro. Yeah, he was born in Missouri and then he moved here. You know what I'm saying? But he grew up on the east side. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's from Detroit. People saying he come from a trailer park. He don't come from a trailer park. He's from Detroit. He lived in a trailer park. But he's from Detroit. But he's from Detroit.
What's up with Basement Productions and his group with the 4 white boys? You know about that?
I ain't never met them dudes, but Basement Productions, that's a production company. That's a production company he was signed to. Yeah, I never met those white dudes.
Okay.
That he was in the group.
Him and 3 other white boys that had a group called Basement Productions. It's before he started fucking with black people.
No, Basement Productions is the same production company that he was signed to when he signed with Dre. That
was the 2 brothers.
Marky and Jeff.
Exactly.
The Bass Brothers. That's who that is.
I don't know.
I do know.
What do you mean you don't know? I'm telling you. You saying you don't know, but I'm telling you.
So
no, you don't have all the facts if you think what I'm.
How is your second-hand information gonna be better than someone's first-hand information? Explain that one to me. Oh, well, I heard this. But you getting it from Royce, who we all know was one of M's close compadres. You know what I'm saying? So, like,
telling you it's false. Why would I lie to you, brother? I don't have no reason to lie.
What did you say that I said was false?
Oh, I thought I heard you say that you got the facts. Like something I'm saying is false.
Oh. No, I didn't say nothing. I don't know what you said it was false, but I do have a lot of facts because, you know,
I guess I thought he said the same thing too. I don't know, man.
I did my research and I know a lot of shit about what.
But one thing you just spit as the fact was very wrong.
Which is what?
In regards to the Bass Brothers and Basement Productions.
What? No, the Basement Productions was four white boys that made rap tapes together. Okay, when Eminem was like, whatever, about 18 years old, 19
16,
years old.
dog, 16.
He wasn't
16. Don't twist it.
Do you know the
Don't
black
twist it.
girlfriend? There was no black girlfriend. That was a lie that was made up to make it seem to justify that song where he called black women bitches. There was no black girlfriend. You're gonna sit here and tell me there was a black
How
girlfriend?
do you know that to be true?
How do you know it to be
You
true?
saying, am I
How
gonna
do
sit
you
here and
know it
tell
to
you
be
something?
true?
You talking to
What's her
somebody that's
name?
friends
Where's
with him.
she
You don't
at?
know him.
Do you know that to be true? I'm asking you. Just
I
like
don't know. I don't know nothing about way back then. I know I've
okay,
been on tour with him.
okay.
I know I've
Thank
been
you.
on tour with him. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying? Like, so are you asking me if he's fucked
No,
black
I'm
girls?
asking you, did
Is
he
that
have
what
a
you asking
black
me?
girlfriend when he was 16 that broke up with him, and that's why he
I
was
MB out here clapping the cheeks. You know what I'm saying?
wrote
I
that
didn't know him when he
song?
was 16, brother. I don't know.
No,
I didn't know him when
Nobody.
he was
not
16,
why,
so I don't
but
know.
that was the reason that was given in the prepared statement that was put out to
Who
try to.
cares? Who
I
cares?
mean,
Why do you
the
care
only
about
reason
that?
anybody cares is because what I'm talking
What kind
about
of
is
girlfriend did Post Malone have when he was 16? Why you don't care
fuck
about
Post
that?
Malone. I don't give a fuck about Post Malone. What that got to do with Post Malone is what I'm talking about. The reason Post Malone exists and it has the level of success that he has is because not just of Eminem, but the impact of Eminem, how Eminem was used by the machine and these companies, these corporations to change the market of hip hop and allow them to control the
So you
market
think
of
Post
hip
you
hop.
think Post Malone's presence in the culture is a bad thing? You think that's a
Yeah,
bad
I
thing
do.
for the culture?
I do.
I really don't really fuck with Post Malone from what I haven't listened to a lot of his shit.
All right, let me say this. Let me. Oh man! All right. Let's put it like this, right? I don't know why some black people have this idea that we own hip hop. Because one, if you want to go deep into who actually owns hip hop, it ain't black people. It's not these rappers that are out here rapping. Who owns these labels that these rappers are signed to? That's who has the real money. You know, these rappers that always signed $1 million deal, $2 million deal. Who owns that contract? So is it really black people that own hip hop? Or is it just something that's cool to say? Because black people are the face of hip hop. There's a difference between being the face and actually owning. You know, for example, what's that? What is it? Safe Auto with the big black dude. We know his face. Or is it? Pretty sure it's pretty sure it's or State Farm, right? State Farm. Something. But we know the face, but he doesn't own that shit. When we think of the Los Angeles Lakers, rest in peace to the great Kobe and Bean. We know the faces. They don't own it. Being the face of something is different than owning it. And it's crazy that some black people try to shun motherfuckers who ain't black. But then they ask for the reverse in other situations. Oh, this hip hop shit, this our shit. Ain't nobody allowed in it. But we want in on everything else though. That all y'all own, we want in on that. That doesn't make sense. If we want in on all these other things that other races and ethnicities and other people own, then we gotta let people into what we own too, right? I'm just being fair. And I'm black. I'm black. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being fair. That's fair. We can't take hip hop and close it off and say ain't nobody allowed in. Unless you make sure you give back. All right. Well, if that's a stipulation for people to come into what we own, don't be mad when somebody else requires the same of you when you go into what they own later on. Just saying. When you're required to give back to their communities and donate your hard-earned money and time, you can't kick and scream about it. Because that's just what's fair.
Hold up. Listen.
Yo, one mic, guys. One mic.
Like
one
a Kid
mic.
Rock type of dude to me.
He's not a Kid Rock type of dude, bro. He's not.
They did it with the Beastie Boys way before that.
Yeah, but it didn't work. And the Beastie Boys was a little.
What you mean it didn't work?
They did what with the Beastie Boys? They did what with the Beastie Boys?
I'm saying if you're talking about white people rapping in hip hop, that was already successful. So it's not Eminem.
Right,
Eminem is not the
precursor.
precursor
From the
to
Beastie
success.
Boys to 14 years later with Eminem. There was nothing. You had third.
And what's
Third you have Vanilla Ice.
And what happened
and what
after
else?
that? Like what?
Every white boy.
Eminem
Listen.
is when all the white rappers.
Listen. Every white boy
now have come into the business.
Every white boy came into here, dragged their nuts through the culture and kept it moving to rock. Except Marshall. He's the only one. Everybody else, including Rick Rubin.
Well, he could have went. He could have went and did the rock. Let him go.
Yeah, but he didn't because he's hip hop.
He shouldn't. He just should.
He was raised by hip hop, but that's your opinion. But I'm just telling you that's something to look at. Like what Dave Mays is talking about. I think the countercultural kind of like thing that Dave Mays is talking about. Y'all are throwing him in that category just because he's white, and you doing it not knowing who you talking about. You just assuming.
I'm doing it.
You comparing him to Kid Rock. That's crazy.
For it all, he was the catalyst. Whether it was intentional by his part or not, that's how he was used.
So the Beastie Boys weren't a catalyst?
No.
What about Third Base?
How would you qualify them as not being a catalyst?
I mean,
we acting like
Beastie Boys because the Beastie Boys didn't.
The Beastie Boys wasn't even rappers. Them niggas was doing.
Oh fuck.
Like thing that Dave Mays is talking about. Y'all are throwing him in that category just because he's white, and you doing it not knowing who you talking about.
My bad. I didn't mean to do that shit.
You just assuming.
I'm doing it.
You comparing him to Kid Rock. That's crazy.
For it all, he was the catalyst. Whether it was intentional by his part or not, that's how he was used.
So the Beastie Boys weren't a catalyst?
No.
What about Third Base?
How would you quantify them as not being a catalyst?
I mean,
we acting like
Beastie Boys because the Beastie Boys didn't.
The Beastie Boys wasn't even rappers. Them niggas was doing all that bullshit music and came and did one rap album. And you will not, and you won't say ways that shit was.
I mean, they were.
Wait. So the Beastie Boys were not. Wow.
They wasn't even rappers at first. They actually came and became rappers.
Are you familiar with what was happening in downtown Manhattan, like 82, 83, when the scenes were colliding? So you're bringing up the fact that they weren't originally rappers. Yes, they had a group called, was it Cookie Puss or the Cookie Puss era?
That's not what I'm saying, Jess.
No,
listen what I'm saying.
But do you know the era that you're speaking on?
No, but just listen.
Well, then you might not want to speak on it because right now you're into territory that you're clearly not clear on. You are clearly not clear on this era. You are clearly not clear on this era, bro.
Just listen, just listen. The same thing they talking about with M, it's enough people that you could convict for that. Not the one motherfucker that's the rapper. Not the one motherfucker that stayed in hip hop. It's a lot of motherfuckers that came from other genres that came into hip hop. It's other motherfuckers who was hip hop that went into other genres.
Agreed.
The one white boy that's been this shit the whole time, feel me? Like, that's crazy. And no, it's not M's fault that the white boy influx happened. It's not his fault. It was white boys in between and white boys after. There's still not one as successful as that one. That
nigga was side by side. He was side by side with us at the open mics. At all the battles, you know what I'm saying? Like the same way we came up, he came up. The only difference is he's just a white boy. That's the difference.
Now,
Right?
I
Yeah,
I
will,
don't
well,
think.
and
I
I
I
will
don't
not
mean,
think.
discount
again,
I
the
he
don't
fact
think
that
us.
also
I
he
don't think
also
us as the
made
culture. I don't think we. I don't think all of us put him up to some high platform like
did
the greatest. Like me personally,
he
that's Hove for me. Hove is
what
at
what
the
ab-
tippy top of
what
lyricism
about
to
the
me.
song? What about the song where he used the N word with the ER in it? What about that one? Did you listen to that one? And what was your thought about that,
Who is that asking me that question?
Dave?
What song are you talking about, Dave?
One of those songs from that tape where he said, "I don't like the chicks with
Hey,
the
it's
big
the
Dave,
same
butt
Dave,
song.
because
It's the
Dave,
that's
same
Dave,
that."
song.
I'm just
Dave. Let me
asking
tell
you.
you. Let me tell you something, Dave. Back then, when y'all was doing that shit, when y'all had that little baby
What about
beef
no?
that
We're
y'all
not talking
had.
about
No, no,
what
no.
y'all was
Listen, listen,
doing. We
listen,
talking about
listen,
the
listen.
song that
When
he
y'all was doing,
made and what he
listen. Let me talk.
said.
Let me.
Don't ask the man a question and not allow him to answer. Let him get his answer off.
Talk, man. Like when y'all had y'all little baby beef going on, I was in Detroit. Me and M wasn't speaking to each other. We wasn't around each other. I don't have nothing to do with that. You know what I'm saying? So
Right. I'm
whatever,
not
whatever,
talking about no
whatever he would.
baby beef or none of that. I don't know what you're talking about.
No,
We're
nigga,
talking about
that's
Eminem.
what y'all
You're saying
were
he came
engaged
up
in.
in the culture side by side, this, that, and the other, and he's just like all of us. I'm saying, but not do all of us have a song where we use the Nigger word derogatively towards black people, where we have another song where we call black people porch monkeys?
Man,
We
Dave,
have another
you gonna
song.
have to. You
I'm
know
just
what? You know
asking.
what? The same thing that Mouse is talking about with M. I'm gonna have to see that with you. I'm gonna have to see some receipts with you to see what you really doing for the fucking community to be so
Why
you
you
can be
try?
some
I
sort
mean,
of
we first of all we can talk
what.
about me all day, but why
No, no,
you
no, no.
changing
We're
the
not gonna talk
subject,
about
bro?
you all day
I'm
because we're
talking
not gonna
about the
talk about you
subject,
all day.
the facts at hand.
I'm saying you don't get to be a gatekeeper. Who the fuck are you? Like, what
What do
have
you
you
mean? Who
done?
the fuck am
Who the fuck? Oh man, it's about to get a little out of hand. I think. Bro, Royce a damn fool, man. Holy shit. Royce is a fool. Hold on. Let me see something. Cause I think y'all sent me um mm, I don't know if these are the same. I mean, it kind of looks like it. Yeah, I think these low key might be the same. I don't know. But anyway, um, we gonna end this one there and pick up where we left off. Obviously on part 2 tomorrow. But I can't wait to finish this shit. Who the fuck are you? It's crazy. Everybody's a gatekeeper now. Everybody. Everybody. And listen, I don't want people to think should we check motherfuckers who say certain things? Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that shit should just anybody and everybody should just be allowed to say any fucking thing that they want to and not be checked. Oh yeah, you shall be checked. But come on, man. Stop with the nonsense. Stop with the nonsense. These questions have been asked and been answered. You know what I mean? Like, come on, yo. Come on, yo. I mean, the proof is in the pudding. The resume. I mean, like, what? You dead ass? And also following along those lines, we done all said some dumb ass shit before. I'd be the first to admit, I've said some horrible shit. Some horrible shit. I'd be the first to admit it. Look back on it like, damn, bro. Why you say that? You know what I'm saying? And anybody that tells you they've never said or done something where they've looked back on it and been like, I ain't really need to do that shit. That was fucked up. Anybody that tells you that they haven't had that moment, it's a fucking liar. It's a fucking liar. Flat out. I can pretty much bet every dollar I got, which ain't much, every single person watching this video has either said or done something and had that moment. Like, that was fucked up. I shouldn't have done that. Doesn't matter when, where, I mean, young, old, you know what I'm saying? We've all had that moment. And I've told y'all that plenty of times. You know what I'm saying? I'm open about that shit. I used to be a hothead. You know what I'm saying? So to constantly, and I just don't like this mindset where people get in this space where it's like what Hov said. I'm gonna have to paraphrase here, but he said, no matter how far you come, they remind you again. You know? And obviously he was speaking about something a little bit differently, but it's we're finding that same situation just throughout society now. It's just like, no matter what you do to fix what you said or done, somebody is gonna remind you of that fucked up, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, bro, like I've done my best to try to do better. So like, at what point are you gonna just let that shit go? Or do you want me to go back to that person? Like, is that what you really want? I think motherfuckers need to stop and think sometimes. Because if you don't allow people to change and to grow, then you force them to go back to what they used to be. And that's not what the fuck, especially for these motherfuckers who was out here robbing and stealing and, you know what I'm saying, doing some other shit, might have been killing, who tried to change their life. And now you found out that they used to be a robber and you kind of shunning them from the area. All right, I can't get no job here. I'm come take it. You got money. I was willing to work for the money. But you wanted to bullshit me because of, I'm trying to do better and actually work for it. But you're not giving me the opportunity. So now, I'm going to run up in your establishment and I'm going to take it. Get on the floor. You move, I'm blowing your fucking brains out. You did this to yourself. But people don't think that. And I know that's just like one situation, but y'all kind of get what I'm saying. Like, it's just like, bro, it's called growth. We don't all stay the same. At least I would hope so. You know what I'm saying? It's called growth, maturity. Let people grow and mature. Now, if they still on that foo-foo shit, if they still on that bullshit, call them out on their bullshit. But every step they take towards growth and maturity, don't remind them again of, they already know. You just forcing them to, man. Shout out to Hov for putting that out there. Hey, Hov be dropping some gems. I wish we could check out Hov on the channel, because that should be some heat. Every step you take, they remind you ghetto. I think that's the actual line. Cause that him and M, like alternating between him and Hov and M every day, that'll be some motherfucking heat. Sheesh, and we could get knee deep into some shit with that one. But yeah, man. Like, share, comment, and subscribe if you're new. Y'all know what to do. Hey, make sure y'all continue sharing these videos as well. We trying to hit 1 million this year. You know what I'm saying? High goals, I understand. But hey, the bar is here and we about to pull up. You know what I mean? But I can't make that happen without the help of the family, alright? Share the videos for your boy, alright? And I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one. Doc Rich, I'm out.